Mario the Plumber.
Fuck! Why, Sega? Why? Why did you have to make this fucking game and fucking sucks fucking quill fuckers? I mean, it's fucking gay. I mean, this is one of the worst fucking Sonic games ever made. It's worse than 2006. It has no gameplay whatsoever. You can't play it. It's uncontrollable, and it fucking sucks.
If you were a Sonic fan in the 2010s, you might remember the small YouTuber making rants on Sonic games. For years, they always offended the fans who liked the newer games, as if the fan base wasn't divided enough. He believed all the newer games sucked, because they aren't like the old Genesis game.
You guys need to stop buying these fucking modern games so they can put some effort and put Sonic 1 Sonic in the games again and make good games.
The videos were low quality, filled with nonsensical ramblings, and unnecessary profanity.
Okay, Sonic in the fucking secret fucking rings? Holy fuck! You like fucking Sonic fucking colors? You need to go fucking plate of fucking quills, go fuck a bucket of quills, a bowl of quills, go on your fucking bed and shove some quills up your ass, you fucking quill fuckers!
And if you believe in Jesus, and you accept him in your life, you will be saved.
Most people took him seriously, but were they right? At first, I thought the answer was simple. But the answer's a little more complicated than I thought.
Because he's got fucking quills longer than a fucking dick, and he's got fucking 6 dicks on his head, while he's fucking running with fucking little fucking shoes that look fucking shit!
Not much is known of Mario the Plumber before his Sonic videos. He claims he started a merchandising channel. He started to get a lot of views bashing Sonic games, but he has gained a sour reputation since. Now, the Sonic franchise is a very interesting series of games. Each game has their own different reputation. Some games are liked, some games are despised, and some games have a very mixed opinion. And a lot of the times, he would always bash the games that fans liked, like Sonic Rush, Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Colors. Some of the better Sonic games in recent years, or at least at the time. However, it's not uncommon to find someone who thinks these games are overrated and not very good. For the way he goes about it is ridiculous. Because instead of bashing the games for their merit, he hates them for not sticking with the old design and not being like the first game. Now, there does exist a clique within the Sonic fanbase that hate the newer games.
Don't defend this motherfucking green-eyed fucking bullshit. This guy is just fucking retarded, he looks fucking gay, his arms and legs are like fucking noodles, and he's a fucking green-eyed, fucking ugly hentai quills that you guys want to just shove up your ass. Well, guess what? You guys are quill fucking freaks that are fucking like fucking quills up your fucking ass all day, you fucking quill fuckers.
And he has bouncing hentai quills that when you just stand still, they just bounce all up and down and shit.
His quills are obviously going off the box art. Because fucking... I mean, they're going up the other characters' asses that are just cut off the box art. I mean, seriously.
It came out of fucking Sonic 6 dicks on his head.
And they don't even bother to try to cater to the classic fans. Always this hentai, always pushing forth the hentai to the normal fans.
He hates the newer design because it looks like hentai or something. I'm guessing because it's anime inspired, which of course he would associate with hentai. He was probably referring to the DeviantArt fanbase. He did not like the direction of the franchise and the fanbase took after Sonic Adventure 2, because some of these artists tend to sexualize the characters, or stuff like shipping too. So he would associate the modern design with hentai. These fans would get ridiculed by everyone, within and outside the fanbase.
And basically, it's like a fucking hentai anime with cell shading, and you have to go fucking like help this stupid princess dick thing.
The original Sonic games were the best that Sega had to offer, and it put them on the map in the video game industry. Sonic's jump to 3D did not give consistently good quality. So while what Mario the Plumber is saying isn't uncommon, he does it in such a petty way. Like, who really cares about the size of Sonic's quills? Who really cares about that stuff? And what's up with the whole thing with the eye color? Do people really care that much about Sonic's design? It's not like it's even noticeable. It turns out there's a bit more context to this regarding another Sonic fan by the name of Idaho Resident. A few years prior, the trailer for Sonic 4 was released. Remember that game? Mega Man 9 was really popular, It was a great comeback for the Mega Man franchise, or at least at the time. The reason it was successful was because it was in the style of the old NES games. Sonic 4, however, while being a side-scroller, still had the 3D environments and the current design. Kinda like New Super Mario Bros. And Naho did not take kindly to this.
Hey everybody, this is a Knothole resident. As you can see here, I am very pumped up about Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I've been getting tons of comments about it. The trailer was just released, and I'm going to go ahead and watch it live here on YouTube. So here we go, everybody. This is the Sonic 4 trailer and my initial reaction, live, caught on video. Oh, there's a motorbug! Okay. Mixed reactions here. The same ugly, stretched out, green-eyed Sonic fighting the modern-style Eggman. Is that what he's going to be called too? Dr. Eggman? I mean, I, along with most people in their late 20s, was expecting the classic-style, black-eyed Sonic. This is... Oh, wait, that's Tails. So stressed out I can't even concentrate. This is Sonic! This is the classic Sonic! I bought this plushie in 1994! Look! Beady black eyes!
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It's kinda like the whole thing with the blue arms and Sonic. Only no one got arrested for it. And Knothole gained a sour reputation of the type of people who make the Sonic fanbase look bad. And let's be honest, the whole complaint is really petty. It had nothing to do with the merit of the game at all. Now, is he the reason there's a classic Sonic in the newer games? Who knows? Ironically enough, Sonic 4 was not the saving grace Sega wanted. Though Sonic Mania, which had the old design, was a huge success. Why do I feel the need to bring this up? Other than to provide context, I do believe that some of Mariotehplumber's opinions is based on a Knothole resident's video.
They need to go back and change it back to the fucking badass black eyes. The fat body Sonic with the short quills and the shoes with no buckles. I mean, Sonic doesn't need buckles on his shoes, okay?
But Sonic 4 is like a fucking insult to the fucking classic fans. They don't want this shit. We don't want the fucking Sonic 4 with the fucking green-eyed shit. They need to kill the fucking green-eyed Sonic. And they fucking need to use the fucking regular Sonic.
Every video he would open up with the character design being the most important factor in the video game. Something that would make no sense in any other franchise.
Now let's get to the most important aspect, the fucking character design. And we're gonna start with the most important thing, the character design.
Like, where are the people wanting Mario's brown shirt to come back? Or those wanting the original Link? Okay, that's a little bit complicated. And where are the people boycotting Pokemon Sword and Shield because Pikachu is not sick? It should be noted that there was no indicator that Knothole's video was a joke. Also, from out of nowhere, he made this Rhythm Heaven parody of Sonic. And it's actually quite different from his old content, with animation. The modern design is used in the video, which is very odd considering his views on it. There are some small scenes making fun of Sonic's quills. The video got a lot of views, at 1 million. There's also a scene where Sonic transforms into other versions of himself, classic Sonic included. Sonic is hurt by the bad games from his franchise. Considering Mariotehplumber hates the good majority of Sonic games, you'd think he'd pick the ones that would anger people. Some of them include Sonic 06, Sonic 1 for the Game Boy Advance, Sonic 4, Sonic Riders, Sonic X on Leapfrog, the Storybook games, Sonic Unleashed for the Wii, and some pinball game. And these installments are the ones that fans commonly dislike. And while he does put Sonic Unleashed on there, a game that has mixed to positive reception, he puts in the Wii version, which is usually seen as inferior to the HD one. This might be a hint of the real Mariotehplumber leaking out. In the video, I thought he was referring to Sonic X, the anime, but it's actually the game for Leapfrog. The Leapfrog game actually uses the sprites and designs from the old classic Sonic games. Seeing a corporate game going above and beyond is kinda interesting, but it's still an educational game. I would imagine a lot of fans would be disappointed too. Kind of a missed opportunity. This does seem very in character to Mario the Plumber. I should also bring up that his views doesn't just stick to the classic games, it specifically sticks to Sonic 1. It appears he doesn't even like Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Sonic 1 is fucking awesome, the best game. Sonic 2, it's a fucking good game, but fucking Tails is Super Sonic Dragon Ball Z ripoff. And then you got Sonic 3, which is like the worst of the three classics, in my opinion. I mean, fucking Knuckles sucks and Tails sucks. The only good thing is Sonic.
Yeah, I think even most classic Sonic fans would agree that Sonic 1 wasn't perfect. Mario the Plumber calmed down a bit, and decided to go on Skype to talk to some of his haters. But his character would still leak in from time to time.
Are insane. What kind of person makes videos screaming at the top of his lungs about some stupid glitch in some shitty game? Seriously.
True classic fans.
So what would you do to someone in real life if they said that they like the modern Sonic over the classic Sonic? Tell me.
Well, I would show them true facts and show them how I play classic Sonic in the real game and how good the games are.
What would you do if they refused?
They wouldn't.
No, what if they did? What if they were the modern morons who just refused?
If they saw the classic Sonic games in real life, they wouldn't, because they're good games.
See, Sonic games, and yes, they are better than the modern ones. The modern ones are pretty shitty, I know, but the fact is you're just you're obsessing over some of the most trivial shit.
Well, they need to go back to the classic.
And soon enough, his videos would get even crazier. He would film himself in his basement going apeshit over Sonic games.
If that game didn't happen, fucking Sonic would be a shithole!
And these videos get a lot of attention. And does this look kind of familiar? Why, maybe it could remind you of that one Sammy the Sonic fan kid. In fact, I actually believe that Mario the Plumber is the pure inspiration for Sammy.
You freaking pricks! When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? You guys keep on asking for Sonic Adventure 3! You're ruining the Sonic series! Hasn't it already suffered enough?
Okay, I never actually saw the Sammy videos in full. I just don't think it's right to make fun of a kid. I have standards. But I did saw bits and pieces, and I noticed that it did remind me of Mario the Plumber.
Give us more Dragon Ball Z Sonic duels!
Okay, let's start it off. Sonic is Goku because he has the Goku fucking personality. It's so fucking retarded. And Shadow, he's the anti-Sonic. He is definitely a Vegeta ripoff.
Asking for all this freaking garbage! Why do we need Sonic Adventure 3?
We don't want Sonic Adventure 3. No one does.
Can't we have a 3D environment classic Sonic game for crying out freaking loud?
Where the fuck is my 3D Sonic 1? I'm the fucking back here.
It's a nightmare!
I also noticed a few times that Sammy would use the term Moran instead of moron. That's the Mario the Plumber thing. So watching it all in full is very uncanny. It gets even wilder because there's a video floating around where Sammy claimed that Mario the Plumber was his friend. So there's an association.
Lately, people have been comparing one of my friends, Mariotehplumber, to me. First of all, Mariotehplumber has been on YouTube longer than I have.
Ironically enough, Mario the Plumber only got a moderate amount of views, and that Sammy video got over 5 million. To me, I think it's pretty clear that Sammy's real motive was to be a clone of Mario the Plumber, with a different style and method. Later, it's shown that Sammy's videos were all an act. And it seems like Mario the Plumber is an act too. It's very obvious that this is a fake persona.
I haven't even played this game, but you know, you don't need to play a game to fucking review it.
And a lot of people caught on to the idea that he was a troll. So it was funny seeing a lot of naive people thinking he was real. He was good at it, but in 2015, that changed. He didn't get just Sonic fans talking, he got video game journalists talking.
Mariotehplumber. The man bought 100 Rosalina amiibos just so fans couldn't fucking have them. He did so by using addresses of his friends and family. So his friends and family are assholes too. I mean, he just sounds like a basement-dwelling fucking scumfuck.
He's obviously socially and or mentally disturbed, obviously, to do this.
He says, and I quote, "I do not appreciate Rosalina appearing in almost every recent Mario game to date. The fact Nintendo promotes her so much and people praise her is just disgusting," he said. Shit character designs.
He bought over 100 amiibo figures of Rosalina, a popular Mario character. He had help from his friends and family. Amiibos were little figures that contained on-disc DLC. During this time, Super Smash Bros. 4 was the latest game that everyone wanted. That would have cost him $40,000 in total to get those figures. He also had future plans of buying characters like Lucina, Helena, and Zero Suit Samus.
I cannot deal with the fact that Rosalina is a selectable character and that she's ruining the Mario series for me. And I'm gonna do the same thing for Lucina, Ness, Palutena, Robin, and any other fucking obscure characters with scarce merch and rare merch in general.
Making that almost $400 in total. Remember what I said about his hatred for anime? It seems that extends to Super Smash Bros. 2. He bought them all in bulk in order to spite their fans, blaming them for their inclusion. He got lambasted by a few journalists, enough to change his reputation.
It's like, oh, aren't you that guy that pre-ordered 100 Rosalinas? Whoa, yeah I am! I actually pre-ordered over 100 Rosalinas. You could say it's 150 or more, but who gives a fucking shit? It's a free fucking country, and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
And honestly, this is more than simply acting out on camera. At this point, if you're gonna spend that much money, it stops being trolling and starts to be legit cringe. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who thought he was trolling start to believe that he was real. And I'm pretty sure some people look back at those Skype conversations. After all, it was the only evidence to prove that he might have been real. I also want to bring up that during this time, he also claimed to have a girlfriend. So this isn't some sort of incel, misogynist thing. The reason he hates Rosalina is due to the whole waifu culture surrounding her and her fans. This may not be an uncommon opinion, but I would imagine that even those who don't like her that way probably know it's not just that. Another reason, which is pretty odd, is that he hates to having to play as her in certain games in order to get 100% completion, which is pretty weird if you think about it. If you're gonna go after 100% completion, you're gonna have to do stuff you don't really want to do. So I would imagine it would come in the territory. He did try to double down on the whole thing, and that all of his random videos are all just a character.
Okay, it's a persona, the attitude is fake, get the fuck over it, move on.
But that the opinions are 100% real, from hating the character design of Rosalina to hating Sonic's new design. Essentially saying his old stuff, but just in a calmer way. As if those opinions weren't crazy enough, he also says he likes Sonic 06. So, it's not exactly clear if he's really trolling again, or if he's really being real. Like I said, there's a reason I bring up the context regarding a Knothole resident. He also brings up that he's a collector, and has been for some time. And he also gets a lot of money from selling these amiibos. This was not mentioned in the original articles.
If Nintendo wants me to play Rosalina in Smash Bros, I'm not gonna do it. But if they're gonna sell figures and shit for Smash Bros, I'm gonna do it because I know I can make money off this fucking shit. So the only good thing about Rosalina for me is for me to make money off this fucking stupid cosmic bitch. And they'll pay top dollar for this. And I just so happen to be knowledgeable about Nintendo memorabilia and who has a figure and who not and who's going to be rare and who's going to be common. I have this knowledge because I've been a collector since all my fucking life to my, my fucking profits off these fucking fags. I'm serious. This is fucking easy money. I've already made like $2,000 fucking dollars. I mean, I'm swimming in money right now doing nothing.
And truth be told, it does change a lot of context. I mean, if you were going to make money off this, it does make it less cringy. And although his preference are the waifu-like characters, he has mentioned investing in others, which also adds some legitimacy.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking talk about fucking amiibos and how to fucking make fucking money off this fucking shit. First things fucking first, you gotta own fucking Marth, Wii Fit Trainer, and fucking Villager in the first place to make some fucking good fucking money. Which I own fucking over 10 of each. And I got over fucking 50 fucking Ikes pre-ordered. I got over fucking maybe 40 Lucarios. I lost count of them. But I got like 32 Shulks pre-ordered. Had help with this one. And got like 18 Meta Knights pre-ordered. I mean, I could just go over and pre-order more if I wanted to. If you don't have fucking Sonic, which I got like 12 of it, or Mega Man, which I have like 23 of, you're going to have some fucking problems getting them.
I don't really know too much about collecting, or whether or not what he's doing is ethical or not. I don't understand the culture. But in the end, it does sound like he's making a profit off it. There's another video that does deviate from Mariotehplumber's usual style. He talks about his views on the vintage Donkey Kong merchandise. The video is well edited and very informal. He doesn't swear or say anything crazy. It's probably the most truthful he's ever been.
It's the very first Mario toy ever made. There's nothing before it. It even came before the Japanese Keshi figure and the prototype E-Tone Jumpman. There's nothing before this figure. This is the start of it all. That is the figure of Mario that started Mario merchandise.
With all the stuff we talked about, with the context and specific hints, in all, I believe Mariotehplumber is still fake. The whole amiibo stuff didn't exist in his earlier videos. It just so happens that he also has an interest in merchandising with Sonic and Mario. And I do think that the whole thing is just a publicity stunt. Those characters are popular and they do make him money. I remember having my doubts too. The whole thing felt so bizarre. Somewhere around 2015-ish, reality is getting stranger than fiction. So, someone like Mariotehplumber really existing might actually be possible. But I do think that once you focus on the collector side of Mariotehplumber, it does seem more legit. And I do think that the context does change when he's making money off it. And plus, it's very counterproductive if you think about it. If you hate their fans, then why would you buy the figures in the first place? You're just giving Nintendo an incentive to keep using those characters. He does bring this up in some videos, but even then, you're still giving him money. Now, there is an opinion that even though he's making money off the amiibos, the fact that he uses a preference based on his character does seem to be taking the trolling a little too far. And to an extent, I kind of agree. But at the same time, the waifu fans can be a good source of profit. But I do say that it does make it less obvious. And I will admit, it does kind of ruin the fun. The funniest part about Mariotehplumber was seeing how naive his haters were. The fact that they think that someone like this exists unironically is kind of funny. And at least with Sammy, you can kind of boil it down to him being a kid. I mean, kids do stupid shit all the time. But Mariotehplumber was someone in his 20s. It takes a lot more rationalization on whether or not this whole amiibo thing was worth the effort. It ruins the simplicity. But if he succeeded in anything, it was to mess with your mind, which might have been his intent.
So how about a comment section? Am I a good actor? Or am I real? It's for you to figure out.